I had came across this yesterday when I got on my notification on my phone, and I said I was gonna do a video on it in addition to doing my what I'm doing for the rest of July. And I got rest of July, which I call my WTH White Thugs from of Hell. And I got another one lined up for August. You're gonna love that one. But right now, this one here definitely catch my attention. You know, nobody, I'm gonna make myself very clear on something. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, comes out and doesn't ridicule Colin Kaepernick, and it doesn't fly under my nose without me knowing about it. And the slack-jawed heifer that basically looked like she auditioned for 101 Dalmatians is former ESPN reporter. Yes, former, because her ass got fired. Britt McHenry. She basically went recently on an online rant about with Colin Kaepernick, and I was everybody already know. You know, July 4th, 4th of July. I don't celebrate that shit. I don't celebrate it. Now, to all the black folks that go here and want to celebrate that foolishness and embrace themselves in a star-spangled banner, which represents a corporation of trade and commerce and all that, basically saying to yourself that, you know, you just are basically a slave to the system. Y'all could go kill yourselves as far as I'm concerned. But this bitch, yeah, I'm going there on this, wants to go ahead and criticize Kaepernick, and, you know, because Colin Kaepernick celebrated his Independence Day, as we should all, by going home. And you know, when I mean going home, he went over, let me see if I can pull it up. Yes, it is. Y'all know he went over to Ghana, you know, to celebrate his independence. Yes, sir. King Colin Kaepernick, right there. King Colin. You know, I mean, I'm so very much proud of this brother, man. Everything that he does, and every time he's putting his money where his mouth is, and even though he doesn't even have a job in the NFL, as you know, he's still doing what he needed to do, despite the vitriol and the player hating and the hating that he getting, particularly from former NFL defensive player / double murderer. But the hell with him. You know, because he went over there to celebrate, because, see, as I researched Colin Kaepernick ever since he came into the league, that, you know, his family lineage does date back to Ghana. His biological father roots is from Ghana and Nigeria. You know, and that was like it's a beautiful thing, very beautiful thing. You know, and this was the Instagram pic that he picked, like that, where he said, you know, I forgot. Let me see if I can remember it. That, you know, how can we people go ahead and celebrate? Somebody said, like, people go ahead and everybody can celebrate Independence Day here. But how can the people celebrate their independence who were deliberately robbed when people were deliberately robbed of theirs? Unquote. That basically stirred up a firestorm, and then you had this anonymous bitch. Let me see something for 1 second. Oh, no, that's the same one. Who had the nerve to get out here and ridicule Colin Kaepernick because he went over there. And this was the tweet. Let me just pull that up real quick for y'all. I'm so sorry. If I can pull it up. This was the tweet right here. You know, so this is from her Twitter page. If y'all want to go over there and light her ass up, please do so. So Kaepernick can't truly celebrate America. Well, I can. He expressed his beliefs, and we can express ours. Blog, and then you got the stars and the stripes of the U.S. rag, and also, so I'm assuming it went over there to Tumblr too. So you know, people over there at Tumblr, you know, that's troll central now. You know, see, this is what we call, what myself and Tori Rain, we call white frailty. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing like with the Caucasians, see, they hate it when reality and the truth is slapped upside their face. They can't handle it, because the fact of the matter that they go into their world of self-delusional bubble and thinking that what they're living in is a reality of the world, like, you know, that we're all one people, we're all one color. Now you trying to sound like Cam Newton with this bullshit. You know, which basically led to this bitch's dismissal from ESPN. Now, when I say that ESPN is dropping them like it's hot, they're not joking. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because ESPN is losing ratings every day. And they're cutting people off left and right. Only thing we just hoping that they get rid of that Super Saiyan throwback faded, throwback hairline coon, Stephen Asshole Smith. You know, because he definitely be the first to go. You know, but Britt McHenry she's no different from Michelle Beadle or anything like this. So now, you know, she wants to get out here and want to trash Colin Kaepernick. But see, this is how stupid that these racist cave Beckys, the typical blonde hair blonde hair. You can tell that ain't even her real hair, because see, for one, look at that, the shit dark roots right there and shit like that. You know, that peroxide, you know, she looks more like Tommy Lauren 90 years older. You know, is the reason why she's standing in the unemployment line. Colin Kaepernick's got millions of dollars. He'll be all right. And as y'all saw the pictures y'all seen right there of him over in Ghana, man, he's pretty happy. He's in good spirits. He's upbeat. And they hate that. This bitch hates that. I think she just did that shit to try to go ahead and she just doing that to try to go ahead and get attention. And to a lot of you so-called black people, particularly like somebody that I used to know, I don't even speak to this old creep ass anymore. You know, yeah, I'm going on a little rant here for a second. All y'all that think that Colin Kaepernick was just doing this for attention, man, do yourself a favor and kick rocks. Particularly back there in Nashville, Tennessee. Not to all of them, but that individual, he knows what I'm talking about. You know, y'all can kick rocks. So him taking a knee to address the issue of racial injustice of unarmed black men, women, and children being gunned down by race cowards and vigilantes who parade themselves around as being law enforcement officers and getting paid vacations, paid time off. Is getting attention. This man put his career on the line. And now all of a sudden, yeah, you know, like I said, I'm still going to boycott the NFL. I suggest anybody that's a Kaepernick supporter, I don't care who you are. If you really stand behind this man, you will boycott the NFL too. Now I heard yesterday, I'm not even going to mention that fool's name, but, you know, he's a YouTube coon, you know, talking about saying, oh, well, you know, I'm still going to go ahead and watch the NFL. The NFL making billions of dollars. Yeah, you're right. They are making billions of dollars. You know, but at the same time, you's an idiot. You's an idiot. An idiot who basically got mommy issues. An idiot who basically is not secure within himself. An idiot who is basically a beta male trying to act like a tough guy behind a keyboard. But the problem with people like that they cannot function very well in the real world. Colin Kaepernick is one of those people that functions very well in the real world. As do myself, as do Torian Rain, as do Irv Griffin, Ticket TV, Town Biz, 1LVZ, 93 Sports News, DCB, 78 Sports News, the entire LDBC, all of us. Diva Queen Lopez, all of us. And trust me, we're not concerned with ourselves with some Gila Monster, peroxide wind, trailer ape by the name of Britt McHenry. That sounds like a breed of dog or something like that. You know, that wants to go ahead and still throws hate on a man who basically and systematically is being denied employment in the National Football League. You know, because you can't tell me there are 32 NFL ball clubs in the NFL, and instead you got, you know, the Colin Kaepernick is the best thing out there right now, and they go ahead and decide to go ahead and employ garbage quarterbacks. Shoot, Mike Glennon, Mark Sanchez. Give me a break. But shoot, even when it comes down to that, Colin Kaepernick is still out here. He's still putting in his work. He's still going ahead and doing what he does. You know, and he is absolutely right. You know, because I said something about when it came down to the Star Spangled Banner, when it came down to the national anthem and stuff. Anybody that stands up for that song is nothing but a fool. And one good ally who I had a conversation with briefly, Jason Rogosh, he's a fellow YouTuber. And on top of that, me and him got something in common. Both of us are Chicago Bears fans. But much as I love my Super Bowl shuffle boys, do not expect me to buy any NFL paraphernalia, no NFL hats. I'm not watching the games. No season tickets. I never bought season tickets. Nor did I never subscribe to NFL Sunday Pass. Or none of that. Not even watching Monday Night Football. None of that. Now, Roger No Goodell can get out here, and I said this before, he can get out here and he can talk about saying, oh, well, no, Kaepernick is not being blackballed. He is not being whiteballed. I said, yeah, but 32 other teams still pass up on him. Now, the Seattle Seahawks, yes, they called him in for a workout, and then Pete Carroll said they couldn't sign him because the fact of the matter, he is a starting quarterback. That didn't make no sense. And I stand behind the video I did of Pete Carroll. He full of ish. But as one of my subs has said before, it's, you know, Pete Carroll just going along with doing what the owner telling him to do. Yeah, you're right. He is. But he still has some input also in there as well. I mean, who wouldn't want Kaepernick as a backup quarterback? You know, I mean, the man has a 58 touchdown passing rate, he did pretty well on a team that's bad. Plus, he took the 49ers to the Super Bowl in 2012. And the following year, he took them to the NFC Championship. And here's a news flash for you. In case you guys haven't figured it out yet, before all this, Colin Kaepernick was already on that path to enlightenment back then. Mr. Rat Lewis, the double murderer, Mr. Baltimore Raven, Mr. Squirrel Dance, number 52, you piece of shit. Excuse my French, but I'm not holding back on this. That's something there that your clueless behind cannot even understand and start about, because you're too busy speaking out of pure animosity and pure jealousy. That this man has done more and using his money to go ahead to help black people than you could ever do. And it's the same thing I see a lot of these you guys want to call mixed, biracial, and the one word I really, 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 really hate, half-breeds. I hate that word. I really hate it. And I hate it even worse when it comes out the mouth of just not some cracker. But when it comes down to my own people that get out there and want to say that, half-breed, light-skinned niggas. Let me tell you something. You're making reference not only to Kaepernick, but to Jesse Williams, Zoe Williams, a brother who I follow very dearly, and of course former President Barack Obama. But 3 out of their 4 have done more than what you can ever do. As my brother Poppy Bay would say, what are you doing that's revolutionary? I'm pretty sure you same coons are sitting up there, y'all probably at y'all little Wendy's job, probably when Massa tell y'all to fill up them ketchup bottles, y'all do it with a grin on y'all face like a Cheshire cat. But you're quick and ready to want to ridicule this man, much like this tramp had did. Who's, by the way, right now is at the unemployment line, and no doubt about it, do not be surprised that she's probably on welfare too. Because, like I say, most white people are. Welfare, the opioid epidemic, white on white crime, none of them don't want to get married, none of them don't want to get pregnant. They're on their way out. So in the famous words, ain't nothing much to even say about this broad. Okay, she's irrelevant, but I felt like she tried to make herself famous by trying to take a dig at Colin Kaepernick. Because this man went home to Ghana to celebrate his Independence Day, and rightfully so. Because let's just keep it 100. That's July 4th, 1776. I already told you. You see it on my Instagram page. The memes I put up, which are very informative, by the way, about it. And I'm not going to go back to it. Because, yesterday was a beautiful day. Yesterday was our Independence Day, Micah Johnson Day. So, as far as I'm concerned with Britt McHenry, see ya. And we wouldn't want to be ya. Make sure you file out for those food stamps too.